We continue Game Time live at the finals presented by YouTube TV. Draymond Green approaches the podium, down 3-1 in the series.
First question, fourth row towards the center.
Hi, Draymond. Rick Tittle with 95.7 The Game and Sports Byline right here in the middle. Coach Kerr was just talking about how much pride you guys have, and you've been on top of the mountain for 2 years, and these guys trying to knock you off and take the crown. How much does that pride, just take that next game one at a time when you know someone's trying to take that crown from you?
I mean, that's important, to have that pride, have the faith in what we're capable of. Like you said, just got to take it one game at a time. We got to win one game. We win one, then we'll build on that. But I've been on the wrong side of 3-1 before, so why not make our own history?
Next question on the right.
Draymond, Jeff Ferrato, Bay Area News Group. Steve was just in here talking about the intensity that you guys played with defensively in the first half, and you in particular. What do you think the difference was in the second half? Did you guys get tired, or did they just start executing differently?
I think they made shots. Our defense is flying around. I think we still got some good contests there in the second half. Start the half, I think I got 2 great contests on Kawhi threes. He hit them. And then they found the rhythm. And, once a team like that finds a rhythm, it's hard to take them out of it.
Their ball movement is very good, obviously. Did that seem to give them open shots at times and leave you guys a half a step behind?
Their ball movement has been great. I think our rotations tonight was better, but, it's still got to get better, so.
Tim in the back left.
Draymond, Tim Reynolds with the Associated Press. 2 questions. One, how difficult is it to try to rattle a guy like Kawhi who just doesn't really get rattled ever? And 2, do you have any hope that KD can get out there on Monday, and how hard would that be for him after not playing for a month?
I don't think you're ever going to rattle Kawhi. I'm not sure we used that word one time in our scouting report, rattle him. But, you just try to make him take tough shots, and you live with the results. And as far as KD, there's been hope that he will come back the whole series. So, that's not going to change now. Obviously, we hope to have him, but, we'll see what happens. We don't make that final call. He don't really even make that final call. His body will tell him if he can get out there or not. And if he can, great. If not, we still got to try to find a way to win the next game.
Tweet comes in. Nick Nurse just brought down Oracle. Warriors, Raps.
I see you, Michi.
We, the North. So let's talk about in this building. Obviously, this is not the way that the Warriors wanted to close things out in this game, and certainly don't want to all time. They're trying to get to Game 6. Got to win Game 5 first. Is this the last time? Forget we, but any we is going to sit here in this building for a basketball game. Do you think it's done in Game 5?
The series is over, but I don't know if this is the last time we'll come back to Oracle.
So it's over. You don't know if it's in 5.
Yeah, you just don't know if it's in 5. I'd be very surprised if at least, if they won 3 games in a row. But in saying that, Kenny has shown, never underestimate the heart of the champion. So you have to love that. But at the same time, I was a team that went up against the Lakers and the great teams and things like that. And so from an underdog's perspective for Toronto, they just need to concentrate on trying to win and to focus. Whether Draymond really believes what he says, whether Andre Iguodala is healthy, whether Clay, all these guys are healthy, it really doesn't matter. They've shown and proven that they can come back from 3-1. They've shown that they're a brotherhood, that they're a team. And I know that they don't want this to be their last game. And so until someone takes them down officially, I ride with them. But I'd be very surprised if Toronto would allow them to come back. Because if I'm Toronto, my mind state is we have to win at home, or we don't know what's going to happen next.
Kenny knows this, and C-Webb knows this. The closeout games are the toughest games, especially the ones in the finals. And you have a team that got 2 guys that can get it going really, really quickly if you're not on your game plan. So the key for Toronto, like Kyle Lowry just said, you have to be in the moment. You have to continue to, withstand their punches and, what they're going to do. You have to continue to make the right play. And don't get cute. Like, for example, when you're home against Golden State, the 3 is going to be there a lot. That don't mean you need to take it. You need to take the highest percentage shots, move the ball, keep everybody involved. And if you do that and play at your pace, you should be okay. But if you mess around and let them win a game and gain confidence, this is the wrong team to let to give a confidence boost.
Channing?
Well, there has to be a shot in the arm. There has to be somebody who lights a fire other than this guy, possibly, or Klay Thompson. For us, our Game 5 hero was Vernon Maxwell. He had about a 35-point game. Then Game 6, I think I had like 26. In Game 7, Dream brought us home. So there has to be someone who could ignite the fire other than the guy you're expecting it to. Is that shot in the arm Kevin Durant? Possibly. Is that shot in the arm a Quinn Cook getting 21 points? Possibly. Something like that has to happen because the way things are going and the way things have been seen over the 4 games, again, no sustainable income for the Golden State Warriors. It doesn't stay out longer than quarters, 1 quarter or quarter and a half.
I want to ask you guys this because you mentioned the word confidence, and Kenny, I know you talk about it a lot. You guys always do it, and it's the most important. Look, anybody watching at home, myself, non-athletes, it's important in anybody who's successful, right? They've had so much swag, so much confidence throughout this run, and even Draymond a couple of days ago, we're going to dice up the box and one. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. It's okay to be a little bit vulnerable and look a little bit defeated being down 3-1, but when you've got the length and the athleticism of the Raptors and their depth, do any of you think that this is as low as the confidence in the group, not Klay and himself or Stephen himself or in each other as Splash Brothers, but when you look around on that floor, do you think there's part of that group that says, with what we have right now, I don't know if we can beat this team 3 times in a row?
No, because they're shooters. The only thing they're looking at right now is shots. My shot wasn't on. I guarantee, Steph Curry going 9 for 22. 9 for 22. He's saying if I can go 13 for 22 or maybe 14 for 22.
But they scored 55, though, Shaq, between the two of them, right?
You're right. But listen, they're not going to quit, right? You definitely have to knock these guys out. If you play the right way, you can. And their confidence is a little bit low, as it should be. They're 3-1. But guess what? That can give them a great confidence boost. You win 1 game. And, like Kenny said, I guarantee if they win that game,
this place is electric.
On fire. This place is going to be on fire. They're going to be on fire, and their confidence is going to be doubled. And now you really, really got to play. If you're the Raptors, you really, really got to play like perfect basketball to beat them. So the Raptors have to be careful. I know everybody's happy in Canada, but
sure,
you can't get too happy. You have to stick to the game plan and do what you've been doing.
Webb, do you think doubt's crept in a little bit, just watching as well and as deep as the Raptors have played?
I do, but I've seen doubt creep into the greatest, and I saw them come back and bounce back. And so with that, when you have a great player and great teams, it's okay to be vulnerable because that vulnerability may take you to a place you've never been before. What if Steph is at a place he's never been before? You think he's going to come out and lay an egg?
No,
not you.
No,
but I'm saying he's going to come out, in my opinion, when Klay Thompson had bad games, I would just say, he's going to have 40 tomorrow because he's in a place he doesn't like being. And so I understand that when the best have their back against the wall, you're usually going to get their best punch. Kyle Lowry just told us when we go home, we expect to get punched in the face hard when we come out. And the reason why he says that is because he knows that practice gives you confidence gives you swag, and that ego is built on how many hours you're in the gym. And I don't know if anyone has the right to have more confidence than the Golden State Warriors, no matter how bad they're playing.
And you know what happens when you're down in a series and he says, you're in a place that you've never been? It makes you drive to your teammate's house at 12:30 at night.
Wow, yeah.
And ring his doorbell and start talking basketball. That's what happened to us.
That's real.
It makes you get to practice early. It just makes you do things that are uncharacteristic because you don't want the feeling of defeat. And so once you do that, then all of a sudden you rise and you meet new heights. And then if you win, your confidence soars even more because you've now become more unified as a unit by doing that. So sometimes getting down is actually the best thing to make you a champion.
55, the 2 champions of that guard position, I think we wouldn't be surprised they score 70. Iguodala, Cousins, McKinney, Livingston, and Cook. A combined 17 between the 5 of them. Need more than that.
I would like to say this, though.
Game.
As a hooper, all y'all hoopers texting KD, man, quit doing that. You ain't on this team. Man, what
that's
y'all
good.
doing,
Yeah,
man? What's
Wait,
going on with the NBA, man?
Thank you.
I hate
Hey,
this stuff,
thank
man.
you,
we
C-Web.
learned.
You texting somebody else on the other team to
You
win
a
a
player, you a
championship.
fan.
Come on, man.
Thank you, C-Web.
Okay, thanks, Shaq. I'm just saying, man. I
And-
love
and-
Austin
and
Rivers.
C-Web,
Come on, man.
If they find you, I'm going to pay for it.
Hey, man.
We did have that clarification to a text or a direct message, or in this case, a tweet, but that was with, I believe,
We saw a
that was
couple
writer,
tweets. We
not
saw
a,
KD
yeah.
Trey quit
yeah.
tweeting other men, man. Quit tweeting guys that's playing ball. Go work on your game so that you can be in the championship. It's
Thank
all
you.
this buddy stuff. KD gonna get 50 on you when he see you next time. You was tweeting me, take this. I mean, come on, man.
I agree with
I mean,
you.
okay, all right. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, he's talking about the team. See, I don't mind that.
No,
He's a
I do.
defensive player.
I do.
Shaq, he's a defensive player talking about.
do.
He said consistency wins. Because you know what that tweet is?
First of
I
all,
want
we
the,
don't
I
have
want
it,
the
right, we
defensive
don't have
player
it.
of the year.
Why you shout out yourself, big fella?
He's like,
I ain't mad at that one, Shaq.
defense wins championships. The best defensive players
You're
are the
right,
best
C-Web.
in the world.
I'm not tweeting, you're tweeting.
Hey, Shaq, please win one. Bring out
We
your
got
best.
more from Oracle.
You
Game
don't
time
even know
live in the
that.
finals.
Shaq,
Presented by